I'd like to start by saying thank you to Bwana Jimnah Mbaru, who is standing for Governor of Nairobi in the forthcoming general elections, for taking time from his busy schedule to come and address us and have an open forum with us. And I'm sure we have a lot of questions and answers he has for us. Some of the issues that we are facing daily are security, traffic, business environment, city council, a lot of other issues that hinder progress in Nairobi. Especially a few months ago, before the highways were open, the amount of time we were spending on the roads was horrendous, the fuel we were wasting. A lot of improvements have been done, but I'm sure we are still a long way, and the right governor will take us in the right direction. So I welcome Mr. Jimnah Mbaru today to Sikh Union, and thank him for availing himself for this open discussion and to lighten us on his future plans for Nairobi if he's elected as governor for our city.
Let me say that Nairobi was planned in 1948, and it was planned for about 250,000 people. That is the population which was planned for in 1948. The civil servants have been seeing business people as enemies of the country for a long time. And that's why I say the structure of prestige places the businessman at the bottom. That has changed to a situation now the businessman has to be exploited. The harassment and the red tape is not meant to be there. It's supposed to be an excuse to generate bribes. That's why it's right there. If you're going to build Africa's business capital, these type of things, you have to deal with them. As the governor, you have to understand these are some of the bottlenecks to building Africa's business capital. You have to understand that with this type of corruption, you're not going to build Africa's business capital. So a leader becomes like a preacher man. You have to keep on focusing on the target, but you must focus on saving the people from sins, but you must also focus on reminding the nation that if you're going to build Africa's business capital, you have a mission to deal with these problems of corruption, whether it's within the police force or city council. My idea of dealing with this is to make sure that the city council people and the police people are well housed. From these 500,000 houses we are talking about, we first of all provide good housing for every city council work. Then for every police person working within the county of Nairobi. That way, now you will draw their wives into thinking, telling them, make sure that you don't do anything wrong which can jeopardize this, so that you have to bring the families into the whole thing. Right now, because of these low levels of income, find this is what is happening. One thing is that this city used to have a proper bus transport system. And like any other city all over the world, this city should have the public transport system. And this was one way of ensuring that you kind of supplement the incomes of people. You subsidize, because the bus system was owned by the city council. And many of you know what happened during the Nyayo era. The thing was given away, and the city now does not have a proper plan. This is something we intend to bring back and make sure that it is, available. And what I think we've been doing is to create a facility, an institution which can lend money to those who want now to acquire those 14-seater at a very reasonable rate. I think this is where we have to work very closely with the government and with the banking institutions. The governor of the Nairobi County has to be an activist governor. He's a governor who will be an activist, because many changes and most of the resources which are required to do what we want to do will come from central government. How do you get the central government to respond to your needs and to provide the appropriate resources? The only way you can do that is becoming an activist governor. For you to have also a voice, there are many reasons why you can explain why you need to be listened to. One of them is that you have 60% of your GDP is in the city. The other thing is to remember that if you are going to be a catalyst for economic development of the country by building these 500,000, whatever it is, then you deserve to be listened to. And the third point is that we have 4 million people here who maybe now will get about 1.8 million people voting. The governor who will be voted will be the only person who have the second highest number of votes in the country after the president. So those three reasons, once you have an activist governor who has to remind the government, we are the engine of economy, we have so many votes, and 60% of the economy is here, and you tell them if Nairobi works, Kenya works, then you'll be listened to. I am using TNA party for the time being because it's a good party. It's a party which we believe we can transform it to believe in free enterprise. We believe it can also push the economic development, economic transformation of this nation. For me, I think at a particular moment in the history of Kenya, I think TNA can be an asset in my quest for the position of governor.